Nous allons entendre Gareth Richardson. Mr. Richardson, good evening, sir.
Bonsoir,
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Monsieur le Président.
Ça fait plaisir.
My question is for Monsieur Coder.
Yes.
Given that the politique de protection et mise en valeur des milieux naturels is now 10 years old, the 17% targets now in the PMAD for protection of natural spaces, the recommendations in the report from the OCPM on the Montreal Development Plan encouraging extended targets for green space protection, the well-documented benefits for both mental and physical health of access to green space, and the vital contribution of ecosystem services to the economy, I would like, would you agree, Mr. Coder, that it is now time to review and revise the policy to set more aggressive targets for protection of our last remaining spaces, and also to include renaturalization of the many degraded sites we have on the island, brownfield sites?
Your question, Mr. Mayor? Mr. Koopman.
Thank you, Mr. Richardson, for your question. I don't think you have to convince anyone in this room of the positive link between green space, the protection of milieu naturel, and quality of life. I think everyone accepts that. We understand the importance of that. It's demonstrable, and I would say, doesn't need to be reinforced. With regard to the targets, as you well know, the Plan Métropolitain de Management et de Développement has fixed a 17% target for the entire CMM region. We held yesterday, I think, what was a positive first meeting between the mayors of the reconstituted municipalities and the mayors of the boroughs of the City of Montreal, as part of our process of developing a schéma d'aménagement, where I can assure you the agglomeration will do its part to reaching those targets of 17%. So we're well on the way. The issues you've raised will be an integral part of the future schéma d'aménagement, which this agglomeration will adopt by December of this year.
Thank you, Mr. Koopman. Mr. Richardson, do you have a sub-question, please?
Just a very short one. Can I take from your previous responses that there is a commitment to adequately fund green spaces?
Mr. Koopman?
As both the mayor and I explained previously, Mr. Richardson, what appears to be a reduction in the triennial program of investments for the acquisition of these types of green spaces is in fact, I would say, and the mayor pointed it out, an indication that of two things. Historically, we have never been able to hit those targets in terms of the acquisition of those green spaces. That doesn't preclude that we will try to do so this year. We will do the very best we can to acquire those areas, and if it is necessary that we look for additional monies. We have the commitment from the chairman of the executive committee that if we start bumping up against those upper levels in this fiscal year, we have the assurance from the chairman of the executive committee that we're prepared to revisit this question. These PTIs, Programme Triennal d'Investissement, are living, breathing documents. Changes are made during the course of the year, and we're very open to that in the event that we bump up against the limits that are currently in the budget for the Agglomeration Council.
Thank you very much, Mr. Koopman.
Thank you.
Mr. Richardson, good evening.